everyone, this is Gale from PaulGaleNetwork.com, and thank you for joining me today for video game news. It is May 5th, 2021, and these are the top stories of the day. To kick things off, we knew about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 coming to Nintendo Switch eventually, but today on Twitter, from the official THPS 1 and 2 handle, we got the release date of June 25th. So this is coming, a little over half a year after the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 versions, but it's definitely welcomed. We knew this was going to come out for a while from when we saw those blueprints of the Nintendo Switch Pro controller and the Joy-Cons with the console itself in those files of the game. So we had early ideas, official announcement came, and then now we have the release date. So pretty cool. I wonder if you will be double dipping if you already purchased one of the other console versions, or will this be your first time picking up the game? I already have the title. I already enjoy it quite a bit, but I will be getting it again because having it portably is just going to be an awesome experience. If you haven't picked up the game at all, I definitely recommend it. It looks like it's running really solid on Nintendo Switch, so that's pretty promising, pretty cool. Moving along, we got a new drop from Nintendo tonight, so let's check it out. Kind of exciting, pretty unexpected. This is Nintendo's programming game. I say game because, it is a game that you purchase, but it's for the intention of helping you learn how to create games, program them. The overall style of this, I did watch this trailer previously, the overall style of this reminds me of the abilities you had in Nintendo Labo VR, where you could place objects and experiment with the environment in front of you and create small VR projects, And not just Nintendo Labo VR, but the overall Nintendo Labo concept in general. It was very buildy and was big on imagination, which, as you can see here, is another title which is big on imagination. It could be a sleeper hit. It's not going to be for everybody. Could it tap a little bit into the programming crowd? How big is the programming crowd? Probably pretty big. Will Game Builder Garage be for them though? Possibly. It's a June title. We already have June 11th and June 25th and a few titles coming out. Now we have this one, Tony Hawk, Mario Golf. So June's looking like a pretty good month for Nintendo Switch. This should be interesting. Programmer crowd, how big is it? Pretty big, like I said, but will this satisfy them, make them curious enough to pick it up? We'll see. Could it satisfy the Mario Maker crowd? Possibly. Just general people interested in whatever Nintendo has, whatever's new, whatever's being talked about. Is there enough variety? It looks like there's enough variety in terms of different games that you could come up with. You've got shooters going left to right, things going front to back, you've got things going top to bottom, capabilities of 3D polygonal levels to an effect, to a degree I should say, side-scrolling stuff. It'll be interesting to see what you could do. Will it take advantage of the Nintendo Switch's right Joy-Con with the IR camera? That could be a cool thing. I don't know. Let me know if you're going to pick this up. This is an interesting one. A little bit different of a video than I was expecting for today. And finally, it's a short video game news day, but this is something that I talked about a few months ago of what I thought might happen, what I would like to see happen, but I wasn't sure if it would happen, and that is Samus Aran coming to Fortnite. It was just speculation on my part, especially after we got a leak of Master Chief, and then we eventually got confirmation of Kratos, followed by the reveal of Master Chief. Both of them coming to, Fortnite, and the kind of cool factor because, in particular, if you were playing them on Nintendo Switch or even bought them on the Nintendo Switch version of Fortnite, technically you were buying a PlayStation and an Xbox character on a Nintendo system, and that was just kind of a cool idea. And then playing them, you're playing a Sony and Microsoft character on a Nintendo system, so kind of cool. And I thought, well, with this whole bounty hunter thing, man, Mandalorian's in it, got some other characters in it, plenty of guests. What about Samus Aran representing Nintendo? That would be huge. Fortnite's big, Fortnite's popular. It would be a good way of how to bring Samus Aran to be seen by tens of millions of players that might not be familiar necessarily with who Samus is, what is the Metroid franchise all about. After all, some people, it's been long enough since we've had, proper Samus Aran Metroid games on a large console with a large release that some people just know Samus from, oh yeah, that Smash Brothers character, and she's so much more than that. The Metroid series is wonderful. It's one of the best in gaming. It's just been a while, and the last solid title was, even farther ago. Samus Returns on 3DS was terrific, though, but it didn't do earth-shattering sales, but it really was a wonderful game. Kind of wish they released it at the same time on 3DS and Nintendo Switch. Maybe it would have had a bigger impact, but regardless, this could be interesting if this ends up being true. I say that because it's a rumor for now. There's been leaks going on the internet, certain documents from different people that indicate Fortnite, Epic has been in communication with Nintendo, potentially about Samus entering the game as far back as 2020. She didn't make it then. Was she going to and just didn't? Or was the talks for eventually, so 2021 is still possibly her year to shine? We'll see. Some people aren't going to be down for that. I am just curious about it because of the fact that if all these characters are available on all of these platforms, this would mean that Nintendo, I guess, would have to be okay with their IP, their first party daughter, on Xbox machines, on PlayStation machines. Is that something they're down with? Nintendo is pretty protective of their IP. Just as much as they handle with love and care other people's properties like Banjo-Kazooie, Steve from Minecraft, Castlevania's characters, Solid Snake, Ryu and Ken from Street Fighter, Terry Bogard, all of these third-party characters that enter Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and past Smash Bros. Games, Nintendo handles them with much care. So Nintendo also hopes that, a third-party partnership is going to handle their babies with care. You look at Ubisoft, they did a fantastic job with the Star Fox crew in Starlink. Really good voice acting, the looks of the characters, the attitude, personality, I loved it. You look at, once again, Ubisoft with Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It was a really fun game, and the characters were funny, and seeing Mario being taken on by a different development team in a very different style Mario game was fresh and exciting. If Samus was in this title, Nintendo would oversee the final say, have the final say, and I trust that Epic would do the best that they could to nail her look and sound effects down and make sure that she's marketed properly and everything. Good CGI cutscene reveal, all that stuff. But the final question is she available on all systems, especially with crossplay going on? You've got Nintendo Switch owners playing with PC owners, with Xbox, with PlayStation owners, etc. And then, of course, you got Android and iPhone market as well. Could she be only on Nintendo? I don't know if that fits well with Epic, though. This is something interesting. It would be a first. I want to know what you think. That's why I'm ending today on a rumor. All right. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow's going to be an exciting episode because not only do we have Famitsu sales to talk about since it is Thursday, but tomorrow, which it already is tomorrow in Japan now, since they are 16 hours ahead of Pacific Standard Time, United States, we're going to get our quarter financial results and the results for the last entire fiscal year from Nintendo, and a little bit of an outlook on what to expect in the year ahead. So I'm really excited for tomorrow's video game news segment. This is Gale Network signing out. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good one. Bye.